College. The days of, well, we don't gotta get into that. But if you're like me during college, you were possibly broke. You had no money. There was no way for you to get around and do anything. And everybody on campus was pretty much broke. So you guys had a lot of fun on broke money. But there are two things I wish I learned when I was in college. And I want to give you that video today. Some of you may be parents. Some of you may be actually people who are in college. Whatever the case may be, here are two of the things that I wish I knew when I was in college. Here's the first thing. There's no such thing as free money. Let me explain. When I was in college, you could literally get a credit card, I think, with a date of birth and maybe the last 4 digits of your social. Okay, I'm lying. Maybe they needed the full social. But you didn't need a job to get a credit card with back in the day. And literally, the first thing you did was so that you had a credit card balance, so you had like a limit, for example, of 10 grand, 5 grand, whatever it is. You know what you did with that money? You went and swiped your credit card with no income. It was one of the craziest things that you were able to do. During the Obama administration, they stopped this. They stopped having credit cards use predatory practices to get people on campuses to get a credit card. And one of the craziest things about it is the behavior about it. What happened was not only were you using your credit card and just paying off the minimum balance, but you were making it okay to borrow money in your brain. You didn't realize that debt was a bad thing. You came to Debt Free Joel's page. What did you think I was going to tell you about credit cards? So that's one of the first things I wish I knew in college, was that credit cards is basically the equivalent of a falling knife. Sure, you can catch the falling knife maybe once in a while, but most of the time you're going to get hurt. This is a reason why credit card companies give you points. They don't give you points because they like you. They give you points because they're trying to make money off of you. That's the whole point. And when you're in college, you develop bad habits because we're all broke and all we're trying to do is just buy whatever liquor we can, maybe hop into a party, maybe some few fresh gear, and we pay minimum balances and we come out of college with already credit card debt. Horrible. So that's the first thing. The second one is that a part of all that you earn is yours to keep. I'm going to say that one more time. A part of all that you earn is yours to keep. I wish I knew this in college. See me, I worked at the library. I know, nerd thing to do, but it's actually one of the greatest things I've ever done in terms of money, was work at a library. The reason why was because I was able to do schoolwork while I was getting paid. You can't beat it. But one of the things I realized was when you look back at everything you spent money on during that time, it was complete and utter BS. You spent a ton of money on liquor, clothes and stuff that you probably never used. Whatever spending money you had at the time, you just blew it. You didn't care because everybody on campus is broke and you're taking out loans for your student loans anyway, so who cares? But at the end of the day, if you were able to build, or if I was able to build the habit of always putting money to the side and saying this is mine, I would have more money now than I used to have at that time. One of the things you have to realize is that with money, it's all about habits. It's all about behavior. So if I started saving money and making myself a priority back then, I'd have so much more money now. So I wish I knew that in college as well, was that a part of all that you earn is yours to keep. Now, if you got to the end of this video, I'll give you one more. The third thing I wish I knew in college about money was that a part of all that you earn is yours to give. Get into the habit of being charitable. Here's why. Number one, it's the right thing to do. But number two, if you have to depart with part of your money every time you get paid, you're going to pay a lot closer attention to what's left. Most people forget that concept. Most people think about, well, when I don't have money to be charitable. Yeah, you do. But the issue is that if you actually allocated some of the money that you get paid to help other people, you're going to spend a lot more time paying attention to the money you have, which means you'll be on a budget, which means you'll start to get better with your money. So be charitable. I wish I knew that in college. I wish I knew that, for a good portion of my younger adult life. I'm really charitable now, but at the time I wish I picked that up because it would have told me to not only do the right thing for people, but it also would have told me to pay attention to your money. That's my video. If you like these type of videos, cool. Click the like and subscribe button. Feel free to follow me on Instagram. It's the same name as YouTube, @DebtFreeJoel. We put a ton of information on there about saving, about investing, and most importantly about being charitable. So, until next time, you got food at home.